All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, go ahead and subscribe. Let's go down to the information of the day. Simon Epka says Biafra will respect United Nations rights and treaties. This is coming from the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Epka Nwanjoku, as he met with some United Nations dignitaries while he was answering some questions. He concluded that Biafra government will respect the United Nations right treaties, that Biafra will not become a nation of indiscipline, but rather Biafra is going to become one of the best nations in the world, very law-abiding, and the rest of them, as he was discussing with United Nations dignitaries. Of course, you know that Simon Epka, his name is in the first of his kind, is the one who has made Biafra to become as popular, even though that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done a lot of works. And of course, you know that there is this Igbo proverb that says that while we stand on the shoulder of our fathers, we can see taller. As Epka is standing on the shoulder of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where Kanu stopped, he has been growing taller and has decided not to stop. The other time it was with United Nations Congress, and now it is with the other time it was with American Congress, US Congress, and now it is with United Nations. Let's go down to the full detail of the information. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Epka, said it will back all United Nations human rights treaties in its coming Biafra Declaration Convention. Epka, who disclosed this in an X space meeting yesterday, maintained that supporting all UN treaties on human rights is sufficient to amplify the continued marginalization of the Nigerian government against Biafra and its people in the Southeast region. He noted that Biafrans have been under attack in the history of Nigeria since 1967. He alleged that the continued marginalization of the Igbos in the Southeast by the Nigerian government is the sole reason for self-rule. That Biafra government to assent to all United Nations human rights treaties during the convention. We are agitating for Biafra independence due to the persistent marginalization by the Nigerian government, he said. This comes as Epka announced November 28th to December 2024 for the Biafra Declaration. Recall that since 2021, Nnamdi Kanu has been under detention by the Nigerian government over Biafra agitation. Southeast governors, groups from the region, and the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, have vigorously drummed support for the release of Kanu as panacea to peace in the region. Senators from the Southeast region had also met with the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi's son, to demand the release of the IPOB leader. After the meeting, the lawmakers resolved to approach President Bola Tinubu to beg for Kanu's freedom. I don't see as it happen. Epka has made it known that since 1967, that Ndi Igbo has been marginalized. Please, what do you have to say on that comment? Can you drop your comment on the comment section? Let me know what you think on what Epka said, that Ndi Igbo has been marginalized since 1967. Remember that immediately after the war, Gowon, the then head of state, declared no victor, no vanquish. And that was when the 3DR came up, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and rebuilding. And of course, this was supposed to be mainly on the part of Ndi Igbo. Because if we talk about people who lost a lot of things during the Nigeria Biafra Civil War, it was Igbos, because they lost a lot of their properties to the war. And after that, it was reported that the Igbo businessmen and other millionaires who has money in the Nigerian bank account, who could not change their money to pound, Biafra pound, were refunded only £20 immediately after the war. As it be, another information dropped on my table that separatists killed at least 11 people in southeast Nigeria, Army says. The Nigerian military has said that separatists killed at least 11 people in a sunrise assault on a checkpoint in the country, southeastern Abia State, the latest in a string of raids in the restive region. The attack on Thursday, which the army blamed on the separatist indigenous people of Biafra movement, claimed the life of 6 civilians and 5 soldiers deployed at the Obikabia Junction in the city of Aba. According to the defense spokesperson, Major General, the military will be fierce in its response. We will bring overwhelming military pressure on the group to ensure their total defeat, said the military head. IPOB, which want a separate state for the ethnic Igbo people in the southeast Nigeria, denied it was behind the attacks. We condemn the attack on military on duty in Aba, spokesman Emma Powerful said, blaming political motivated criminals. The attack took place as the region commemorated the people who died in a result of 3-year civil war, which broke out on May 30th, 1967, after Igbo army officers declared an independent Biafra state. More than 1 million people died in the conflict, mostly from starvation. IPOB said it has issued a strict order for people to remain indoors on so-called Biafra Day, adding that it has not struck a time of mourning. All right. Welcome back. I'm bringing you some information to let you know if you can be able to be the judge by yourself and say why you feel that the Biafran has been so much marginalized by the government of Nigeria. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Epka, who Trump to endorse Biafra independence. Simon Epka has called on President Trump to stand for the Biafrans and also to help the Biafrans to achieve their independence. As it be, you don't share millions of dollars meant for Boko Haram fight invested in U.S. luxury estate tied to ex-Nigerian security advisor Sambo Dasuki allies. You don't share. A new report released by the platform to protect whistleblowers in Africa has revealed that the former National Security Advisor Sambo Dasuki invested millions of dollars in American luxury real estate. Dasuki was previously charged with diverting billions of naira meant for the fight against Boko Haram insurgents during former President Goodluck Jonathan's administration. The PPLAAF report stated that tens of millions alleged misappropriated by the former minister. Tens of millions alleged misappropriated by Dasuki ended up funding luxury properties in Los Angeles, California, MC Lynn, Virginia, and wealthy suburb of Washington, D.C. The PPLAAF stated that it examined thousands of pages of property deeds, corporate filings, bank records, and documents from both Nigeria and the U.S. tracing funds to high-end properties purchased by Dasuki close associates Rabat and Mimi Oshodin. The report stated that records indicate that the Oshodin received at least $27 million from Dasuki office and invested similar sum in U.S. real estate. Our investigation shows how the fight for accountability in Nigeria is undermined when nations like the U.S. ignore corruption. It's a grave issue when those entrusted to protect citizens siphon public money for personal luxury, stated Jimmy Candy, PPLAAF West African Director. The U.S. can and should do more, both morally and legally, Candy added. Recall that in 2018, Under former President Muhammad Buhari, Nigerian authorities alerted the U.S. Department of Justice about the allegation involving Dasuki and the Oshodins, urging them to track the money trail. Despite this, the Oshodins continue to acquire and sell properties. Alright, we now don't see what in the government they do with our money. But now here, I got to wind them down. Thank you for listening. God bless you.